Hi guys, I'm Bill Beto, and welcome back to another glorious sunrise in Empyrion Galactic Survival on the Project Eden scenario. Now, I've gone back and looked at these deposits, and none of them are there. There's nothing. No, all gone. Obviously I haven't checked every deposit on the planet, but I've gone with the ore scanner in my inventory and the drill in my hand, and there ain't no ore there, so that's definitely something from that crashy bug thing. But I have been out and about, and I've got the resources for the Ole Green Machine together and put that in the factory, and that is ready to spawn. So let's get out of the way and do that. Right, blueprint factory, Ole Green Machine, and this is the updated Ole Green Machine Mark II with the shield generator and Wi-Fi and detector all built in. So I'll just bring this up. Now I've been up into space and I've discovered some asteroids. I find with the asteroids that they tend to be kind of between 3.5 and 4,000 meters out. So I do we've got a few more cargo boxes. I do actually find them. Let's just transfer all that across. And transfer all that across. Forgot an ammo box. Yeah. I got no ammo. So as well as the asteroids, we found why is that not coloured? Oh, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? I'll have to colour that in and save it again. We found the Polaris trading station, which is right next to a Zyrax carrier base. So that was an interesting episode with this little guy, because this little guy has no manoeuvrability. Even in space he's pretty poor. So we just docked with the space station. Unfortunately, we could hide away totally inside the space station, and so the Zyrax couldn't attack us. And whilst I was in the space station, got some magnesium, a plasma cannon and some rounds and some health packs. So now if I get shot, attacked, blown up, etc. and so forth, I should be able to heal myself. And we got the extra multi-boosts and an EVA boost, so we're wearing heavy armour. So we're pretty well prepared now. Does that need to be... yeah, let's auto group that. Now then, which boxes was it that had the stuff in it? Bit of trial and error. Right, cargo box 2. Right, let's tell you what, let's rename these. Let's just make that input. And we'll make that one output. And then we'll just switch the stuff over to be in the appropriate boxes. Cargo box 2. That mostly looks like input stuff, so I'll stick that in there. Oh no, we'll put that in player inventory for now. Right. Nothing that one. This one. Let's just put across stuff that goes in a, or potentially goes in a constructor. I bought some seeds as well from this trade station. Okay. We'll just rename these. So there's still not huge amounts of storage in this thing, but there's more than there used to be. Oh, I'll put a space between the... Yep, okay. Right, constructor. Let's access that. And import. Output. Can we make... We can make Gatling gun ammo. Steel plate. We haven't got a lot of steel plate. So let's just make enough to load the guns. We'll do that. Oh, first off, we're going to need to put some fuel in. Now, we do not have a lot of fuel. Okay. Oxygen. Wow. And let's see, I think we can make fuel though, can't we? Let's put it on the normal stuff. Yeah. We've got plenty of promethium, so that shouldn't be a problem. And let's turn it on. Devices, constructor. Yeah. So whilst we're waiting for that to do things, let's go into space so you can see what we discovered in space. Can we make pentaxid fuel for the shield as well? That would be really useful if we can. So that's the cluster drone, which is right next to the Polaris trading station. We discovered a few asteroids, so copper asteroid, cobalt, iron. There's a Polaris POI there, but it's just a one to look at. Promethium. And I think what we should do is go to the little ship icon over here and just dismantle one of the ships for parts. Can we make a core? I imagine we can. In fact, let's do that before the fuel. Core. And then we'll go back to fuel. Okay. We'll use less fuel in space anyway, because we're not fighting through the gravity well or the atmosphere. But what I would like to get is the actual blocks from one of these big ships. Let's try this one over here. And kind of need a core to be able to do that. Oh. turrets and weapons are out. Okay, cool. Oh, let's turn the oxygen on. Devices. How's that getting on? We've got the core, and we've got the bullets. So let's go to output. Pick that up. Let's go to small ammo box. Let's back those across. And let's reload the Gatling guns. Alright then. So yes, we'll... Oh no, that's a CV gun, isn't it? Yeah, so that won't work on a base, unfortunately. Or you don't think? But I don't know if we'll be able to get quite a lot of blocks off of this thing. I don't know if they're hardened steel or just steel. I'm not sure. It makes a huge amount of difference at this time. So let's put the jetpack on, because it always switches it off, which is really annoying. It's been really annoying for several of us. Output. I'm just keen to get a bit more fuel into the beastie. Wow. Okay. I'm going to leave it on because I don't want, if any of the Zyrax ships turn up, I want to be able to make a quick escape. And what we'll do is we'll just pop a core, because this is single player, so you can core things. Come on, put you there. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Ooh. That's handy, even if most of it's spoiled. So let's go perish time 88, 118. Let's eat that. Awesome, that's very good. Well, there's no point in transferring stuff into my inventory. Let's transfer it directly into the ship. Gotta say, I love the logistics. Almost as much as I hate the weights and volumes. What else have we got? Fuel tank. Oh, main. Manage. So we can withdraw fuel from there. What about oxygen? Oh, that's handy. That's very good. Right, what else have we got? There's medic stations. Is there? It's not showing me those. RCSs. Oh, tier 2 RCS. 56 thrusters? Oh my word. Weapons. Oh. I may have taken some stuff off here already. Right. Weapons 1. Yeah, okay, cool. Constructor? Advanced constructor. Ah. That's very useful. Okay. Oh, they're not grow plots. Oh, I got really excited there. Am I upside down? I think I am. Now let's just double check that we've got that on private. We have. Get that on retrieve blocks. And let's just retrieve something inconsequential. Yeah. So now let's get the awesome. That's great. Could do with some lights. You know what? This will probably be a lot easier to do with the drone. And if I use the drone, I can sit right next to the Ole Green Machine. so that if we're attacked, I can just hop straight in. Right. Let's see what we can see. Ah, we're too far. Right, okay. Hardened steel blocks. Might as well take that hole, because it'll save time and effort when we're making our own CV. Obviously combat steel blocks would be better, but we're not going to complain about free stuff. So that flickering isn't a bug with my computer or the recording, that's because the drone is nearly out of distance. Out of range rather. Out of distance. Right. No structural integrity in space, which is awesome. Don't have to worry about that. Now, however many blocks you think you're going to need, you always need more. It's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, let's just have our radar up and running. Need to reload. It's all good stuff. Gotta love the tier 2 multi-tool as well, it's just so fast. I bought one of those as well. So I'll just get this stuff. So what I'm going to do is mine out probably the silicon asteroid. That's my plan. And start creating a base on that. And we'll have windows and doors and ventilation and all that good stuff. Got the advanced constructor so we can make rocket ammo for the SV. Not sure if I picked up a few destroyed blocks there. I didn't really want to do that, but never mind. And those thrusters we can take whole and we'll put them into a CV blueprint. And I'll be going with the Sky Explorer chassis again because it's a really well put together vehicle. I really should get the details of the design off of that and put the link in the description. I shall endeavour to do that at some point. My inventory is full. Player. Ole Green Machine. We haven't got any parts, so we'll stick them in output. 242 hardened steel blocks. Right. Oh, put that in input. We'll put that in useful stuff. Put the spoiled food in input. Actually, this is more building than anything else, so it should probably go in there. Cool. Oh. Right. Where's the Let's have a go. So we'll just do one more bit of this. I think if we can get about 400 and something blocks, that should be enough to make a, particularly with some glass windows, that should be enough to get started on a base, and we ought to be able to get something that's sealable. So we can actually kind of live there. Let's get those windows. Because each window can be used to take the place of 4 external blocks. So that's quite a lot of blockage you save. Obviously the windows aren't as secure as the blocks, but certainly in previous alphas you didn't get attacked in space. I'm not sure that's still the case or going to be the case. But we shall see. As long as I don't lose the Ole Green Machine, that's the main thing. How many windows have I picked up? 15. That's good. The more windows I get, the more kind of blocks I can save on. Not too worried about the thrusters at the moment, but it's all useful stuff. Armor lockout. It's weird how those containers are so tough. Handy for your own base, bit of a pain for collecting though. I don't think the core needs to be physically connected to the rest of the base for me to be able to loot it, but we'll just keep it on the safe side. So this is just an enormous amount of resource that would take you forever to mine, particularly if the ore deposits disappear. Yeah, so things are just floating in space and they're not disappearing, so I think we're good with collecting all of this. So yes, I won't do all of this on camera because obviously it's not desperately exciting. But it's an essential part of the process. Did I see some more windows anyway? No. Right, how many blocks have we got there? 277, and we had about 240 from the first one, something like that. So I think we've got about 500 blocks now. Another couple won't hurt. Because when you're building in 3D, you get through way more blocks than you're planning on. Right. It's just so hard to stop when looting is so easy. Okay. Devices, building. Did I not put them in building? Did I put them in output? Yep. Player. we've got 580. Yeah, okay. Now, what I was thinking was the silicon asteroid was where I wanted to go to. So where's that? Be over this way somewhere, I think. Is it? It's the other side of the planet. Have I pressed F6 at some point? I had, yeah. I thought it was a bit strange that none of them were showing up. I must have accidentally pressed F6, which removes part of the HUD icons. I still wish they would change that cycle so that you could just have the markers on the screen. So the HUD cycle is, you can take the markers off, you can take the entire HUD off, or you can have everything on. What I would like is to be able to take the HUD elements off, but leave the markers, the map markers on. And you just can't do that. Which is a real shame. Because to be honest, when you're flying through space, you don't need the HUD. And it would be much more engrossing if you didn't have the whole HUD thing on. So that looks much better, flying like that. And if you could set the HUD so just the markers were on, that would be awesome. What would be really good if somebody did a mod that did that. That would be fantastic. But as it is, I need to know where the silicon asteroid is, so I've got to have the whole HUD on. Meh. Oh, whilst we're flying, let's go to the constructor. And construction queue. I want a core. No, I don't. Oh, can you not make a base starter in the... You know what it is. Sometimes you just hate this game. Go on, you beggar. Right, okay then. Let's make a core anyway. So what we'll need to do is head down to the planet, because you can't put your portal constructor down on an asteroid, I don't think. We'll head down to the planet, we'll put the portal constructor down, we'll turn the core into a base starter, and then we'll head back into space. Why they make it so you can't create a base starter in a mobile constructor, I just do not know. That's just annoying. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there's a drone in Talon territory. I wasn't expecting that. You're going to pay for that with your life, son. I don't care if any troop transport's approaching. I'll shoot that down too. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. That can't be the troop transport already, surely. What is it? I just can't see it at all. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Right. Okay. Let's get the resources from the other one. Oh, it's so much better to be flying this than the starter SV. Where did that one go? It's down there. And there's something coming in, which might well be the... Oh, is there? What's that, another drone? Oh, it's another drone. Holy moly. So where are they all coming from? Because that wasn't there a moment ago. Let's get that, get back in the ship, get airborne. Yeah, okay. And all I wanted to do was put down my portable constructor. And these guys are Talons, aren't they? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We're armed with the Talons, so that's not a problem. Put that in there. Have I not put the core in my inventory? Output, core. Let's get that. Promethium. Put the core in there. Base starter. So, you know, why can you not just do that in your mobile construction in your ship? That's just a nuisance. Wow, I'm a bit concerned there were that many drones in Talon territory. So the other thing that happened whilst I was getting things going for this episode was that I went back to the midsection of the Titan because I thought I would mine resources out of that, and I went in the teeny little vessel starter SV, and there was a base attack, a Zyrax base attack. So some people put comments, I watched a lot of videos about Empyrion, and some people say, oh, you don't need to worry about the first base attack, it's dead easy, they do no damage. And well, I don't know what difficulty level people are playing on, but my first base attack was 2 base attack drones, which are like enormously powerful rocket drones, and 1 minigun drone. And that small SV, the base attack drones now have a huge amount of armour, so you need to shoot them for quite a long time with Gatling guns to take them down. And I ended up, because I only had 97 bullets, I ended up having to flee the combat. So the base attack drones are a real doozy these days, no matter what people say in comments. Oh, that's a ripper dog, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yep, Polaris. Nobody was worried about that, apart from Polaris. And the reality is, if I'd had one... Oh, there's another drone, or is it a troop transport? Ah, has the troop transport dropped off? I bet that's what it is. I probably just didn't notice the troop transport arriving and dropping enemy guys off. Yep, there it is. See, the base attack drones are like this. They're heavily armoured. So I'm attacking this with 4 Gatling guns. Every shot is hitting. So the base attack drones are armoured like that. Now, it's not just a case of you shoot them once and they're down. I'm sure that dropped off ground troops because that ripper dog would have been one of them. My vehicle doesn't yet have shielding enabled, so I'm a little bit reluctant to just pop out of my craft and Nobody's shooting me though. Right. Right. So we've got the base. Oh, let's turn that off. We've got the base starter. Let's head back into space. Shish kebab. Now, where's that silicon asteroid? It's right next to us. That's handy. Let's just page down that a bit. So there we go. So the marker isn't actually on the silicon asteroid, and that's because the asteroids aren't showing up on the map. Don't know why. They're showing up on the mini map, but not in the big map. So if anybody knows if there's a setting you can change to sort that out, that would be great. So let's possibly have something to eat. Yeah, and let's put some fuel in the ship, because we picked up a bit. I kind of want to have some left to start a base with. What did we pick up? Some oxygen, a minigun. Well, I can always sell that. Don't appear to have picked up anything desperately exciting from the troop transport. Right. Oh, jetpack on, because let's turn the jetpack off. Every time we change a playfield. Why would you do that? It's just mad. So let's just make a bit of a hole in this asteroid. I'm not really too worried about losing contact with the drone, or getting too much silicon. Just want to make a sizable hole. Although that's going to look a bit wibbly wobbly, so let's get a bit closer. Let's just have that on. I don't think, unless you're near to the Xyrax base carrier, I don't think you get that many wandering drones in space, but I mean, you never used to at all, but the game changes so rapidly that sometimes it's hard to keep up. Gonna have plenty of silicon for more windows. Right, we're getting a bit of a hole there. Where did I come in? There, right. So we're just creating a void in which to build our base, so it'll kind of sink through into the asteroid, which might add a bit of extra protection, but mostly it's just for looks. Right. Now let's get the base starter. Dooby-dooby-doo. And let's just put that down somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. And then we'll take out some more of this asteroid around that. Now where is the sun in relation to the starter? So the sun is over there. So that's probably the face that I want solar panels on. So let's just temporarily, just to kind of mark that, we'll put truss blocks on there. It won't let me put it there. So yes, that does appear to be pointing directly at the sun. So we're going to be putting silicon, not silicon, we're going to be putting solar panels out here. So we'll need to take that away. But that means that's the top of the base. That's going to be the top of the base. So let's get the blocks out of the ship. Where did I put them? There we go. I don't think we need thrusters on it. Might have a couple of elevators. Now then, let's just totally encase that in blocks. Do the same with that. This would probably be a lot easier using the drone, but now where should I build stuff out? Let's go to the drone. I find this, I'm so used now to building with the drone that I find it quite hard to not build with the drone. Let's put a platform out this a ways, and that can be like the floor of the base. And we're not going to make this too big. Have we picked up a generator in our travels? We've picked up all sorts of stuff, but I'm not sure we've got a generator. But oh, what's the bet in the ship? Where's Green Machine gone? What's the bet? You can't make a generator for a base in the mobile constructor. P devices, mobile constructor, base stuff. You can make a small generator. Phew. Because that would have been quite irritating. Have I got a fuel tank? Input, output. Let's have that on me. No, it doesn't look like I've got a fuel tank either. So let's make a couple of small fuel tanks. And you can't make O2 tanks either. Well, it's not going to matter because I'm going to put the advanced constructor down, and that will essentially sort that out. Right, let's get that block back. Let's carry on building this out. Now we'll need to take out a few more bits of silicon, or bits of this anyway. So I want to leave some of the asteroid intact, but equally I want to kind of be able to see space from inside the so that is looking at the sun, that's okay. We'll have a window looking out into space here. So we'll just take bits of that away. And we'll get that. And we'll just bring that out to about there. And it won't let me put those blocks on because the asteroid's in the way. That looks weird, doesn't it? So we'll need to take that away. Don't want weird overhanging bits. There we go. Come on, there we are. So we'll build that along there. Didn't let me put that in there. Interesting. Right, we'll need to take that back a bit. Possibly down a bit. Same there. Okay. Right, we will put blocks along there. And a block down there. We're going to put the generator in there and the fuel tanks on top of there. So we'll Again, I have no idea why I'm doing this in the suit. So much easier in the drone. He says. Let's build that there. That there. Let's take that up. Can we take that up? Why not let me take that up? Got plenty of blocks. Oh, am I? Oh, right, I was too far. I think it'll only allow you to go a certain distance putting blocks out. Now, we've just got to be really careful we don't run out of blocks. So let's start with our window. I don't want this to feel cramped though, so 28 large windows. I'm going to take a risk and assume we're not going to get attacked. So these are very easily destructible if oops. If a drone comes along and attacks us. But it's not going to let me put that there. But it looks nicer. It's going to let me put a block there, but it doesn't. Oh, it didn't let me put a block there. Weird. So we're kind of creating a sizable starter place. I don't like being squished in. Put that there, put that there. Now, do I want windows here as well? I think I probably do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Take that up. Put that. No. Put that there. Put a door in here. We'll take this bit of rock out. Because there's not much point in having a window with no view. Right, then we'll go back to Windows. We'll go with that, and we'll turn that around. 1. Just to be a little bit careful with the placement of these using the drone. So using the windows has saved us, what, 6, 10, 40 blocks. So that's quite a big deal. Now let's go to F4. Yep, got the small generator. And the fuel tanks. Right. So the small generator can go there. The small fuel tanks can go there. And then we will block that in. Oh, except I'm in the way. And no, what we'll do is we'll put more fuel tanks and oxygen somewhere else. Yeah. So what we will put there is an advanced constructor, will we? We will, but that's very good to know. have I picked up any cargo blocks? I've got 2. Are there any more in here? Building, no. They're pretty cheap to make, so it's not the end of the world. What we'll do is, I quite like these ones. Let's turn it around. Oh no. Yeah. We'll have them like that. Put that there. We'll put that there. Because I do like this configuration for the constructor. And, whoa, we don't want that. Okay, let's do it that way instead. And then... No. What's going on? Right, let's get our... There we go. Now we just need that one. I think that's the way I usually have it. Okay, so we can have another cargo container here, another one there, and that'll effectively block off that as well. Now I may put a ceiling on there, and there, and there. I'm thinking where to put an elevator. I may take that block out of there and put elevators in here. Oh. And that'll take us up to the next floor of the base. Alright, I'll take those truss blocks out. We'll replace those with regular blocks. We'll take out a little bit more of that. And we'll just carry on this truss block idea. Take that out. Doing pretty well for blocks, so I think I can quite easily put in another floor. So we'll just push this back a bit. I don't want it looking weird. But for the internal floor, we might go with... Ah, right, okay. Let's have it. Let's have floor level there. I'm probably in the way again. Yeah. Put a floor in there. So up here we can have the gravity generator. Und was not. I don't think I've got a gravity generator, but door there. Thingies there. We can just have an open central atrium here. Let's get out of the way again. Bring the drone back. Yeah. So we'll whack that on there. And there. And what we'll do is we'll have another set of windows here. So I think we're going to get a much bigger starter base than I initially anticipated. But that's okay. It's kind of good to have... Oops. Oh, I did put it in the right place. Oh. I thought that was going haywire. It's good to have a bit of space in your space base, as it were. Alright, then we'll go back to blocks. Bring that up. Bring that across. Can we bring that across? Yep. Bring that up. I'm going to have to dig out a whole load more of the asteroid, but that's okay. Doesn't take very long. I'm going to need all of this out. So we'll just get rid of that. And then should I put windows in there as well? Yeah, why not? Spin those around. Oops, that went the wrong way. Oh, what's going on there? Right. Oh, I put them in too high. Egypt. Right. Let's do that again. Yeah, putting the blocks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, helps if you've got the right axis rotation going. I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die recently, and that has a similar building mechanic, but you use different mouse buttons for different purposes, so it's quite it's like unlearning that to do this. Right, so let me put that in there. Take that up. How are we doing for blocks? We're doing okay. It looks like I need to take a little bit more out here, and possibly out here as well. Alright, pop that in there, pop that in there. Let's fill in the top of this. And do that. There, we've been quite economical with those blocks. Let's take that out. And those. Right. And we will fill that in. And just carry on using the truss blocks for here. Right, which means taking that out, doesn't it? It does. Right, so we've got a place to put those. We've got a great big metal box, but you know we can faff on with that at a later date. We need a doorway. Pretty sure we've got those. Yep. We'll pop that on there. And we'll just put a... Oh, it won't let us put it there. Just a bit of a platform here. It's not going to let me put a block there, is it? Oh, it is. Just a bit of a platform so that it's easier to kind of land, switch jetpack off and go through the door. Oh, and the door's on the wrong way. Okay. And yeah, that's what I want. And then also we will just build a little bit of protection around the door. Where's my rounded blocks? There we go. Okay, so we've got the ground floor with the construction stuff on. We've got another floor there with something else on, and actually we can put another floor in, can't we? Oh, let's make sure we're in the right blocks. Yeah, we can easily. Oops. Right, okay. There we go. That's what I was wanting to do. And we'll pop that on there. Oh, on there. And we'll take out the block where the elevator is. There. So then we'll have something 3 high. So a shield could go there. I never use the furnace, so that's not going to be an issue. Right, then we can have railings along there so people don't fall off. Gravity generator back there. Awesome, that looks cool. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Now let's have maybe next to the elevator we'll put a ventilator in. Cool. And then actually, probably as you walk in the door, you're going to be wanting oxygen and possibly healing. And I haven't got a med bay yet, but we can stick that there. And then possibly above here, oh, can't get out, above there we might put a farm. Let's have a look. Yeah, we could put a farm there. Yeah. Haven't really got enough blocks left to be doing that, but cool. And then we probably want to be taking, we'll take some of this away. So that we've got a kind of protected area for the green machine to just stop in for now. So it's not totally protected from attack, but would be unlucky, I think, if somebody attacked us there. So what we need to do is go to the Green Machine. No, we don't. What we need to do is go to F4. We want to go P, in fact. Let's auto group. Let's rename this one as input. You know, I was watching Radio Man 03 play Empyrion, and he had the input box on the right and the output box on the left, and that just totally messed with my head, honestly. Okay. And I've just realised we're well over an hour for this episode, so we'll leave it there. But when we come back, we'll have the resources in the constructor, and we'll have the next bits of the base built, and we'll finish off the base to a sort of starting point, and then we'll go and see what we can find. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.